get something changed and get it done. I've been in Colorado my whole life. I've actually never lived in another state. And so for me, growing up, what I wanted to share personally about my background is very early on in growing up, my dad was diagnosed with very aggressive early onset Parkinson's disease. And so I had been a family member in a caretaking role for a loved one in my family very early on. And my dad was a very brilliant person, a very hardworking person. He grew up in the Depression. He was very frugal. He worked hard. He saved. But what I saw him go through is that despite working hard his entire life and saving, he lost everything he ever had. And he was lucky in the sense that he was insured. And despite being insured, so much of what they were doing with treatment on Parkinson's disease was experimental, that like a lot of people now, you can pay ever more money out of pocket on insurance premiums, get ever less in return for that, and still so it really shook my foundation a little bit in like, well, wait a minute, we're told to work hard and play by the rules, that there's going to be a point where we can afford to retire comfortably, and within me, it's just really not true for most people, many people at this point in time. So I didn't go to college right away. I started my work background. I began working in fast food and retail from the time I was a teenager. I worked at Wendy's and worked at a couple of gas stations, worked in a video store. And I bring that up. Education was very, very important to my family. My mom was the first person in her family to get a college education. It was a time when if you worked hard and got good grades, you could get merit scholarships. And so she couldn't afford to go to school. She got a full ride because she did do the hard work. And at that point in time, there were scholarships available. Students working that hard now don't have the same opportunities and options that my mom did even a generation ago. So teachers are doing God's work to my parents. I mean, this is the most important profession that they think of. And yet, what we saw at the state level and at the federal level is that we've been starving our schools. We recently did some reforms to push back on over-testing our kids, but we're packing them in like sardines in the classroom. We're taking up to a third of their time doing standardized testing that essentially helps for-profit testing companies and isn't really geared towards helping the students or the teachers. And we did do a little bit of rollback on that. But imagine their dismay when I didn't go to college right away. And so at 18, moved out, got a couple jobs, and like a lot of other people out there, was picking up first one minimum wage job, no health care, no benefits, no sick leave, no health insurance. And I thought I was going to work and take some money to go to school and go to college one day. And guess what? It didn't happen. I worked hard and I got further in debt. So I picked up a second job. And minimum low wage, no health care, no paid sick leave, no benefits, and still in debt and no ability to really afford to go to school. So at the height of that, I had picked up 3 jobs. And what happened is just life, right? So because I didn't have health insurance, a very regular just strep that was untreated escalated into a blood infection.